Okay, welcome to Outlaw Woodworking.
There he goes, it's a working man. He's trying to make a living any way he can. And he'll break his back for $1.02. Oh, there ain't no shame in what he do. Oh, work it out.
You know, I've been working on this house, this little build by myself house for a couple years now. And I think one of the big reasons it's taken me so long, not only am I doing it by myself, but every time winter comes, it's just too cold. But this is going to be the one year when I try to get a lot done. And what I've done is I've got the whole radiant floor where everything's hooked up. We have natural gas here. We've got all the electric lighting, everything's done. I've got all the fans hooked up. Basically, the last couple things that I need to do is I'm building all the cabinets by hand. So I've got to build all these cabinets. And then I also have to tile this whole place. So I need to work through the winter and get this thing done. And one of the ways I'm going to do it is by installing this Harman Allure50 Pellet Stove. And I've already plumbed the through wall fitting. And I'll show you a little video of how that's done. Here you can see an animation of the through wall fitting, and basically all it does is it gives you the right clearances for the heat to penetrate the wall. And then basically we're going to uncrate this and get this hooked up, and I'll show you a little video about the Harman stove. The reason I chose it is I bought a Harman stove. I had one for about 5 years and never had any problem with it. And it kept the room temperature off of a battery operated thermostat. And it actually worked flawlessly for a long time. So today it's all about the Harman stove. We're going to, with it starts coming up quick. You know, you have about 6 months of spring and summer, and then you got about 6 months of cold. And I want to be able to work on my cabinets in my wood shop, come up here and work on the house, and then hopefully get the cabinets and all the tile done this winter, and even have the countertops in. Maybe get the whole thing finished this winter. Anyway, yeah, let's get started. We'll get some tools together. I'll show you how easy it is to install this, and then we will see if we can fire it up and show you how it works. Let's get started.
When the fine lines of contemporary design and the engineering excellence of Harman meet, the Allure 50 is formed. Way! At the core of the Allure 50 is the powerful performance the Harman name demands. The sleek style appeals, while the advanced technology encourages you to linger in the comfort and heat. The patented Pellet Pro system provides efficiency and customized comfort. The unique feed system leaves less ash, less maintenance, and more time to relax. Peace of mind comes in the form of the Easy Touch control, with its intuitive touchscreen and industry-leading technology. The Harman Allure 50, built to a standard, not a price.
Okay, the first thing I can tell you is it comes really well crated, and it's put together with basically 2x4s with a pallet and a lot of screws. And the pellet stove itself is actually bolted down with 4 lag screws down to that pallet. And that takes you a little time to get all that stuff off. And the 4 screws are actually hidden in there. Now in my case, I had a couple things to do on this. I had 2 sides that needed to be bolted on. Now these Allure 50s come, I think, with a stainless steel side or some kind of glass. It might be glass, a glass side. But in my case, I just wanted it to be flat black. So I had to order it with some sides. And that's basically what I have to bolt on here. Right here, you can see I find the 2 bolts. You have to open up the front door. And basically, there's 2 hex lags that are bolting this down to the pallet. And it took me a few minutes to find those. But once I found those, it was easy. And then you can see in the back, there's 2 that are kind of hidden in the back 2 corners. Once you get the hex lags off, it's just a matter of getting it off the pallet. And it is very heavy, actually. I decided to get this paper out of there. And then in my case, I have a radiant heat floor, and I'm going to be doing this tile floor during the winter, and that's why I'm installing this ahead of time. And I decided to build this little platform. I used some 3/4 inch plywood, and this is really just to protect my pipes under there. And basically I cut out a little corner piece, and then I screwed some aluminum panels down to it that I could use as a base for this pellet stove until I get my tile in that location. And since I'm tiling the whole place myself, and first I got to build the cabinets, I figured this would probably be here for a little while before I even moved it. So I wanted to make it, pretty decent. So I trimmed it out with a little piece of corner, some 3/4 by 3/4 aluminum, and just screwed the aluminum pieces down to the plywood. And there it is, finished, installed, and basically it just gives me a little bit of fire protection for those plastic. They're not really plastic, but the orange pipes that are in the floor, I just didn't want them to get damaged at all. So it's just a little protection for that. Next up, it was a matter of, now I'm using 4-inch double wall vent, Duravent, and it has a stainless steel inner wall. And then I got, some miscellaneous fittings to make that work. And basically I used, this has a clean out tee on the bottom. Now you can also suck air in from the outside, but in my case, I have a special air system in this house that actually takes the air from the inside, filters it, brings fresh air in. So I didn't think that I needed that. So I didn't run that outside air induction piece. Basically, it brings air from the back in and then goes out. But right here you can see I'm just fitting all these pipes together, and yeah, just Duravent. Now right here I'm putting these sides on, and it's just basically, there's 4 screws, and you basically just clip them in and screw them in. It's pretty easy. There's not much to this pellet stove. Like I said, if you have all the right parts, you could pretty much get this done in 1 hour. And here's a little corner piece. It has 2 corner pieces and 2 panels on this particular one. Some of them, they come out, you don't have to do anything except hook up the vent basically. But in my case, like I said, I have these special panels to make it all black. Right here I'm putting on the last little corner piece. And it's just 3 screws to tighten that little corner piece down. And there it is, all put together. Once I get it all together and get the vent right where I want, I go ahead and use some heat paint, and I paint all of the vent pipe black. I use high quality pellets, so once I get it all filled up with pellets, it was time to start this thing up and go ahead and let it burn for a few hours just to get the paint off. And you just plug it in, go through the little program. I chose English right there, and basically you just set the temperature. I just put it at, I think I set it at 75 before I turned it on. And what you want to do, you actually want to set your thermostat at the same time, because your battery thermostat needs to be programmed at the same time. And there you go, fully installed pellet stove by Harman. And you can see they did give off a nice little ambiance of fire, but yeah, it's really easy to do. Right now, because it's the first fire, I've got the door open and the window open you want to let that first fire burn for a little while to burn off the smell, because it will have a little smell in the beginning. But yeah, Harman stove, Allure. Like I said, it's my second one, and I have to give this a thumbs up. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you next time. Later. Here you can kind of see what the flame looks like when it's fully flaming, and it really has a nice little fire effect. I think it creates a really good atmosphere, and I think it's a good addition to any house. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Later.
There he goes, it's a working man. He's trying to make a living any way he can.